Hello, and today I'll be talking about Myothermus ruber, specifically mRub3015, and how it's an ortholog of E. coli b2757, both coding for Cas-D. This study was done by myself, Ramona Collins, and overseen and aided by Dr. Laurie Scott. Some general information for Myothermus ruber. It is a gram-negative bacteria, rod-shaped with a pinkish-red pigmentation. Its optimal growth range is 35 to 70 degrees Celsius with an optimal temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. It was originally isolated in hot springs but has been found on spent nuclear storage systems, hot fermenters, and paper mill machinery where it forms a biofilm. Why should we study Myothermus ruber? It comes from a poorly studied branch in the tree of life, and by studying this organism we may find it contains biosynthetic pathways, novel or alternate genes, not found in the model organisms we use in mainstream science, which is E. coli and Salmonella. The model organism used for this study was E. coli, which is found in a operon. Operons are coordinately expressed genes which decrease the genetic load of an organism, and they also decrease the chance of point mutations or rearrangement of the genes in the system. This is because the genes are so close together that the chances for them being rearranged is fairly low. The organization and combination of the Cas genes in the CRISPR system determines the sequence of the system, which determines the resulting function and structure of CRISPR. The various functions and structures of these systems did lead to a type system being produced, so Myothermus ruber and E. coli both belong to type 1. Myothermus specifically belongs to type 1E. The signature gene for type 1 is the Cas3 gene, which is shown in the light blue down here. E. coli CRISPR operon aids in the immune response via the addition of foreign DNA segments called spacers. They're added all to the 5' end of the CRISPR array, which can show researchers an immunological history of the host cell. Now, this mechanism isn't very well known, and old spacers are deleted to save, again, the genetic load of the organism, but it's not really known how or why that happens. Cas-D in specific, highlighted in the purple down here, is integral in the binding of CRISPR RNA DNA. In the CRISPR-Cas system, this binding is keeping the CRISPR RNA DNA complex from undergoing a conformational change via base pairing with the target phage DNA. This conformation change would prevent the CRISPR system from going on to other target phage DNA segments and performing its duty as an immunological response. This is the MGM neighborhood chromosome map showing for E. coli. We'll start with the top. This light blue coloring that we're going to focus on denotes that it is part of an immunological response in defense mechanisms. This was colored by KEGG, so it's all part of the same pathway. So our CRISPR right here is our CRISPR array. This is our Cas3 gene, and our gene of interest, b2757 or Cas-D, is shown in the box. Down here, this is M. ruber, same thing. It is part of the defense mechanism. This is our CRISPR array right here. This is our Cas3. And our gene of interest right here in the box is mRub3015. This is the NCBI blast of E. coli 2757 and mRub3015. And as you can tell by the E value, which is fairly low and within the correct range. These do not line up by chance. And according to the identities, which is fairly decent for this, they do share similar sequences. And going on to this table, this is a table of all the bioinformatics tools used in the study. As we can see, there's the p-BLAST, which we just talked about. The p-sort B of both organisms, which is a cellular localization of them. Both determined they were in the cytoplasm of the cell. The CDC or COG hits of these two were different. However, the E. coli COG hit, although pulling up this tigerfam number, it did pull up this same superfamily, which is the Cas5 superfamily with this tag number. However, it did not have E-value or bit score. It was just an overview of the system for E. coli, so it was not added in this table. For the tigerfam, we had two tigerfam families pulled up, which were the same for both. Same with the PFAM. We had 3 domains, protein domains, which were the same for both. Focusing back down on the PDB, the tag name for these two hits are different, which is not fairly important for this study. What was important was the protein product was the same, which was the CRISPR-associated protein Cas5. Cas5 and Cas-D are synonyms to each other, so this also supports that they are orthologous. And the bit scores are down here. This is the PFAM pairwise alignment. We're going to focus on E. coli first. E. coli is the pound HMM sequence, and the consensus is the pound sequence right here. What we're mostly focusing on is the light blue colorations. These are the conserved amino acids. We do have a fairly high number for E. coli of highly conserved. These are going to be in the capitals. So we have an L here, we have P, G, another G, and these are all highly conserved. The other ones that are lowercase up here, these are less conserved but still relevant because they do match. The E value for E. coli, b2757, was 9.4 times 10 to the negative 126, which is fairly low and fairly significant. They do not line up by chance. Going back down to Myothermus ruber, the pound HMM is our MRUB 3015 sequence, and the pound sequence is the consensus sequence pulled up by PFAM. This one had less conserved, there's my mouse, less conserved amino acids, but we still have a few. We have an L here, we have an S and a P, we have a G, another G. This is less than E. coli, but it is still fairly relevant. The E value for this sequence was 1 times 10 to the negative 58th, which is still fairly low and still fairly relevant. They do not line up by chance. And we still have a high number of fairly decently conserved amino acids in light blue. This is a pairwise alignment from PDB database. This one does not show as well the conserved amino acids, but does show how well the different amino acids are lining up. We do have a deletion right here for our E. coli, b2757, which is our query, and the computer-generated subject sequence. The E-value for this one was 5.6 times 10 to the negative 123, which again is very, very low and fairly significant. Going back down here to Myothermus ruber, mRub 3015 is our query sequence, and the computer-generated subject sequence is this line here. The E-value for this sequence was 4.2 times 10 to the negative 21, which is still fairly low. However, we can see that not a lot of amino acids are the same. This is still fine. We still have a high number of fairly conserved amino acids, shown in the dark green. This further shows that these two are of the same sequence, not same sequence, but same functionality as proteins. In conclusion, given the various bioinformatics tools we used in this study, Myothermus ruber, mRub, specifically mRub 3015, is predicted to be an ortholog of E. coli locus tag b2757, both coding for Cas-D and the CRISPR-Cas array. This is upheld by strong E-value in the pairwise BLAST comparison of the two sequences, of both having the same cellular location in the cytoplasm as told by p-sort B, and both proteins pull the same strong COG, PFAM, TigerFAM, and PDB hits from their respective databases as we've just gone over. Both are predicted to function in the same KEGG map as shown by the MGMG map we went over at the very beginning, and both have similar conserved amino acids when compared to the PFAM conserved sequence, and both members are part of an operon. All of this put together showed that mRub 3015 and E. coli b2757 are orthologous and both code for Cas-D. And that's it. Thank you for listening.